All right, people, what up? What up? What up? What's going on? I just gotta make sure this shit is starting because we acting mad funny style when I start this shit. You feel me? All right, I think it is going. It says it's going on. All right. Shit, why is this shit always doing this? It always fucking does this like lag on the shit. Always does this lag on this shit. But we about to get it popping anyway. So, what's good, people? What's poppin'? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. First things first. Darrell, what's good, yo? Make sure you guys get How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. This is the shit right here. Make sure you click that link below to get your copy of How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. What's up, Paulos? Tim, what's good? Today we're going to be talking about how to be a more attractive man. Alright? Because a lot of you guys out there, you're still caught up on everything is about looks. You feel me? So we're going to get into that today. Also, make sure you guys join the Bad Boy membership. Okay? Call the number real quick is 646-481-3901. Alright, make sure you guys join the Bad Boy membership. I just dropped a new program called Flakiness. So it teaches you 5 tips on how to limit flakiness. Alright, because I know a lot of you guys got issues with flakiness. So if you want to step up your game and get in situations where it's going to be least likely that she's going to flake, because you can't get rid of flakiness. Flakiness will happen because it's part of the game. But you can make it happen less and less. And so in this program, I teach you how to do that. So make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com and join the membership so you can get that program. I'm gonna put a clip out of it out later on, maybe today or tomorrow morning. You feel what I'm saying? Get Cash Mob was good. Yeah, man. So the call in number 646-481-3901. And today we're talking about, how to be more attractive to women. Right? And so, fortunately for you guys, and I've said this before, is that women are attracted to a lot of different things when it comes to guys. You understand what I'm saying? For us, if we see a chick and she's not that hot, we're probably not going to even want to bother, or we'll just, if she's okay, we'll have sex with her, and that's about it. But for women, the thing with women is that women can, really feel you based on a lot of different things. Crazy, man. Tim G, you hilarious. Saying all that crazy shit. But yeah, the thing that makes you attractive to women is a lot of different things. It's your appearance, it's your confidence, it's how you talk to women, how you make, and it's really all about how you make them feel. You see what I'm saying? So the part that a lot of dudes get mixed up is that they don't understand that women are going to be attracted to you a lot based off of how they feel when they're dealing with you. You feel what I'm saying? That's what's going to happen. So the thing is that if you know how to influence a woman to get her to feel certain things, she's going to attach how she feels to you. And then she's going to say, okay, if I want that feeling, I need to go back to this motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? I need to go back to him, which is you. Trav, what's going on? Trav Harmon was popping. Yeah, so you guys got to understand that, is that the most important thing is to involve yourself in a situation with a chick where she's getting an experience. You understand? With how you are, with who you are. And so a lot of guys, they don't understand it. They keep thinking about attraction, how they are attracted to women. And I've said this a million times. It's like, until you guys get this, until you guys understand this, you're going to always be confused and you're always going to be missing out. You understand? Because I know a lot of y'all see guys out there who you think, oh my goodness, how the fuck did this guy get that hot chick? And you always think about oh, well, he probably got her because, he has a lot of money. You understand? And no, there's a lot of dudes out there who don't even got that much money, but the thing they do have is that mouthpiece. See, women are very susceptible to the game. Y'all don't understand this. I'm telling you, once you understand this and once you know this, then it's easier for you to, interact with girls and get what you want. You understand what I'm saying? But a lot of guys don't understand this shit. A lot of guys don't understand how to go from point A to point B with a girl. They don't understand how to get a girl from not even thinking about them to basically becoming damn near obsessed with them. And all that comes from game. You understand? A chick is not going to be, thinking about you and, going crazy over you for an extended period of time because she thinks you're cute. Okay? For all you looks matters guys. Right? If a girl is maybe, 18 years old, sometimes then that helps. Yeah, if you're a good looking guy, then it is what it is because she's 18 years old. You feel what I'm saying? But if you are dealing with just women in general, what gravitates them towards you as a man is your overall vibe. Kenwood, what's going on, man? What's popping? It's your overall vibe. And that's the thing that dudes don't understand. Travis, you said, how do you get a chicks without a car or a job, but you're good looking? Well, listen. If you, and this is what you guys got to understand. If a girl is attracted to you physically, you use that. You understand what I'm saying? You use it. But don't expect that to be the thing to get her. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you're saying you're good looking, and let's say girls are checking you out because they think you're good looking, right? You use that. You understand? So like, let's say for example, you're chilling, hanging out in a park or something, whatever, with one of your boys or whatever, and then some chick is checking you out. You can tell she's staring at you. She's giving you that look, right? Because she's physically attracted to you, right? So all you need to do is go up to me like, listen, so you're going to just stare at me, you're not going to say hi? Like you use that as an opening line. So you use the fact that she's staring at you to apply game. Do you understand what I'm saying? But notice, you got to apply game. You see what I mean? Because if she's checking you out and you don't do anything, nothing's going to happen. Or if she's checking you out and you don't know how to talk to her, it don't matter that you are cute because she's going to start to lose interest. You understand that? Because what you got to understand about women, guys, is this, right? The way that women are built, you understand? They sort of want to get to know what you're about, because getting to know what you're about is the thing that gets them attracted to you. It's like this. Let's say I said I had a girl behind, some door, and I said I'm gonna hook you up with her, right? And so the first thing you probably say is, all right, how she look? You understand? So the thing is, as I start to describe how she looks, you're starting to like her more. If I say, yeah, she's bad, she got a fatty, she cute face, smooth skin, all that other craziness, right? So I'm describing her. So you're getting to know how she looks, right? So women, when they encounter you, they first just get a vibe off of your energy, but they need to get to know you so that they can see how attracted they are to you. Do you understand? The same way I'm trying to describe that girl behind the door, you don't know how she looks, so it's like whatever. But as I'm describing her, you get more attracted to her. The same thing happens with women. As she gets to know you, as she gets to feel your vibe, as she gets to interact with you, the more she gets attracted to you. Her just seeing you is like you seeing the girl behind the door. You don't see her yet. You don't know what the fuck you're in for. The girl doesn't know what she's in for until you open your mouth, until that interaction happens. You understand what I'm saying? So you guys think just because you are good looking or you look good or whatever, that's enough. That's enough for us as men, because biologically we are programmed to want to see the looks because we need to make sure that our offspring is going to be healthy. That's how the fuck this shit works. Women need to know if you are the type of guy that's going to provide, protect, the type of guy who's a leader, all those things through how you interact with her. You feel what I'm saying? So who I got up in here? Jess, Blue Man was good. Maurice Levy, you said you keep getting indicators of interest from women your age, which is 48, but you're targeting late 20s. Is there a different vibe I need to adopt? Well, yeah, what you got to understand is, and I talked about this in the Bad Boy membership program called the Age Game, where younger women, between like 18 and 24, they're in the attention whore stage generally. You understand? So those younger chicks, you got to come with a whole different thing. Let me take the score real quick. What's poppin'? Who's this?
Yo. Locario.
What's going on? Who's this?
Yo, it's can I not say my name?
Yeah, it's all good. Where you from though?
Houston. I'm from Houston.
Okay, that's what's up. What's up with you?
Yeah, so like yes, I'm looking at what you're doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about how to be more attractive to women.
Right.
And what you're talking about yesterday is funny because me and my little sister, we had the same conversation about it, and we were talking about like, and I was asking her like, what attracted you to him, and she was like, his looks, and so, but my little sister, she was like, so I was like, hold on, so how come you're not attracted to him now? And she was like, cause I don't like him. He was good looking at first, so I drew closer to him just to see more of who he was. And I was like, it's, and I was telling her yesterday, it's like the confidence. It has to do with the confidence thing. And we just went in depth. So like, I get what you're talking about. I understand completely because I get it. But here's the question I have, like, when women. Because when they get past the looks, of course, they're attracted to looks, right?
Right.
But when they get in, they want to see who you are as a person.
Right.
So they start testing you. And they don't even know they're doing this subconsciously. They're doing this.
Right.
They don't even know they're doing this. Yeah, so they start testing you. So my question would be like, because it happened for me, so like, how do you, because it happened to me and she lost interest. And I'm thinking to myself, why she lose interest? And because I got nervous and insecurity started coming out, and that repelled her and she moved away. So right. I just want to get what you think about that.
Well, this is the thing. See, and this is the problem with guys who where if a good enough amount of women are saying they good looking, or let's say you get attention because you look good, you understand?
Yeah.
What happens is that you start coasting on your looks and you forget about the game. So there's no foundation. It's like you're like a one of these rappers who's like hot for the moment. They got a hot single, but their album is trash. You understand what I'm saying? It's like there's no substance. So this is the thing where I tell guys, no matter how you look, you still have to work on the game, because the game is the thing that keeps the women interested. It looks that's some surface shit. You understand what I'm saying? So a woman could be attracted to any guy based off his looks, because depending on what her thought process or her taste is, you understand? Any guy could be that good looking guy. So once that's over, once she's like, okay, now you start talking, now you start chilling, now you start interacting with her. Now it's like, okay, what are you doing to keep her interested? What are you doing as a man to get her to see you as that type of guy she wants to keep seeing and wants to attach herself to? Because the thing is, are you showing any leadership skills? Are you confident? Because just like you said that the insecurity started to happen, and that's what usually happens with a lot of guys who coast on their looks, is because they think, well, all I got to do is look good, and then when the girl starts losing interest, they think, oh, well, I guess I don't look that good anymore. And then when you start thinking you don't look good, that, creates insecurity. You see what I'm saying? And then that insecurity makes the girl not want you anyway, because now she's seeing the insecurity. It's like a cycle. So this is why I tell guys, yo,
yeah,
you gotta, yo, dude, you gotta be on top of your game, on top of your shit, as far as you understanding the strategy you use to interact with women, period, in general. You see what I'm saying? That's the type of shit that I'm teaching here. You see what I mean?
Yeah, got you. And
right.
you know, I was, cause I'm trying to learn the game lately. You know, I'm working on myself, and one thing that I realized as a person is that, you know, there's a reason why, cause I watched one of your videos, and there's a reason why you were like, have your program, you know, like know what you're doing. And you know, I dug deeper to figure out why you were like, you know, make sure she's following your program, because you always said that. And I dug deeper and I realized it goes back to leadership. Like, because if the woman, because it, you know, it's like I went deeper because I understood that God put it in women to follow. Like, women love to follow. Men, it's the natural thing for a man to lead. So the woman is looking up to you to lead.
Right.
And so if you like, say you know, you want to do this, right? And she's like, nah, I'm not with it. I don't want to do it. And you start following her.
Right.
The guy's thinking, you know, I'm going to start following her so that she can like me better. But honestly, she's going to be looking at you like, she gets repelled because you end up following her. And women don't love to follow men.
Exactly.
Or the guy. They want to be the one. Yeah, so I'm learning more into it. You know, I've dug deeper. And just to tell you, you know, the other day, I don't know if you remember, but do you remember talking to this dude about Corey Wayne? And he was like, he think Corey Wayne is a simp?
Yeah, I remember I did that. It was like one of my, a few weeks ago maybe, on one of my live shows. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
And I was, you know, at first I was like, why is he saying that? Because I know all about Corey Wayne. I read his books at first, and you know, here's my thing on it. Like, Corey Wayne, he's saying exactly what you're saying as far as game. But the thing is, Corey Wayne only talks about the surface. You go deeper. That's why I like your videos. That's why I love watching Corey Wayne, but I love watching you more. Corey Wayne, he talks about the surface. You go deeper. You're like the why guy. You know, like, okay, for example, like, one thing that Corey Wayne talked about, and I'm going to ask you a question from this, you know, Corey Wayne was like, you know, be the mountain. Like, you know, women are all over the place, but as a guy, you're supposed to remain still.
Right.
And, you know, you said the same thing, too. Like, you know, women are all over the place, and as guys, we're supposed to be calm, cool, collected, you know.
Right.
And, but you go deeper. You go deeper in why a dude should be calm. You go deeper, so it's not that Corey Wayne is a simp. It's just that you go way deeper. You go deeper into the game. And so, speaking of, I have a question. Like, why are women so all over the place? Like, I've been around women, and I was like, golly, like, somebody, it's just too much estrogen. Like, I need some testosterone. Like, what? Why are women so all over the place?
Well, what you gotta understand is it's literally the simple answer for that is really just the balance in life. See, what you gotta understand is in life there's always yin and yang, and so that means that you have up and down, you got left and right, you got, you know, hot and cold, right? So since the man is stable and the man is the rock, you understand what I'm saying? Then the woman has to be all over the place. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so, you see what I mean? So it's always going to be that yin and yang. So, and it's not even necessarily that a woman is all over the place, you know, because of, like, it's something wrong with it. You understand what I'm saying? It just is what it is. And this is what I try to explain to guys, is that when women do certain things, you can't take it necessarily personally, because that's just how they are sometimes. You see what I mean? And it's not like men are better than women or women are better than men, and none of that. That's the thing that people like to you know, go across, because there are certain things that women do that they're like, women generally are more nurturing and more you know, in that sense where they can read the room a little bit better than guys sometimes. So, like, let's say somebody's upset. women are better at doing that. You understand? Women are better at that nurturing type of vibe, where men are more a little bit more practical. We're a little bit more like, we're just about, let's go from here to here and do what we got to do, period. We ain't got time to be, being all soft and all that. You see what I'm saying? And so that's the difference. Like, the men is more on, we're going down this, we're going to do this, we're going to make this happen. Women are more of the feelings, let's nurture, let's, do all this other stuff. So there's always going to be that balance. So, and this is why men are supposed to lead. So this is why when you are dealing with a woman and you're following her, the reason why she gets turned off is because something in her it triggers something in her that it doesn't even feel right to her. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because naturally you're supposed to lead. Naturally she's supposed to be following. You see what I'm saying? And so this is why, and this is what I always tell people. Whenever you go against nature, you understand? Then that's when things are going to be harder for you. This is why when a lot of women who are in that, I'm a super strong, independent woman, I don't need no man, all that other stuff, usually those women stay single or they end up with beta males. And the reason why is because they're going against nature. It's not natural for them to be on some I don't need no man shit and for a guy to follow her. And then usually those beta males that follow her are usually miserable in the relationship because it's going against nature. They're naturally not in a place where they want to be led by a woman. You understand what I'm saying? So
you know what I call that? That's the messed up yin and the yang.
Right.
That's what it is.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Because it's still in balance. It's still in balance because the woman is more dominant and the man is more submissive. But generally, the man is more dominant and the woman is more submissive in general. You understand? So you're always going to have the exceptions, but usually when you have so much of these women who are being on some dominant shit and then the guys are super beta, you understand? That creates a lot of imbalance in the game, and this is why you have a lot of women who are frustrated with the game, a lot of guys who are frustrated with the game, because you got a lot of these dudes who are married, who are in these relationships where their woman is running the show, and the woman is miserable and the man is miserable. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's
and
crazy.
Everybody's miserable because everybody's not in their natural place.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Exactly.
I get it.
It's really simple. But see, the thing that creates the conflict is ego, because ego makes people think, if for example, the ego makes a woman think that she's less than a man because she's following the man. You understand what I'm saying? And so
that was one of my questions about feminism, because I have two more questions.
Right.
And that's the thing about feminism, like, because I went into it, and women, this whole feminism is, power to women or, stuff like that. But what they're really teaching women is how to be masculine.
Exactly.
And I'm asking myself, like, why is it then called feminism? Because if it's really called feminism, if that's the case, women should be teaching women how to be submissive.
Exactly.
How to follow, But they're trying to teach women how to be men, and then they call it feminism. It's all messed up. So I get where you're coming from.
Nah, real talk. Real talk. And that's the thing that's messed up in the game right now, is that you got all these women because of their ego and thinking, oh well, I can do everything a man could do, and it's like, well, you're not supposed to do everything a man could do. You feel what I'm saying? There's a reason. See, this is what people don't understand. Human beings are still things that are part of nature. You understand what I'm saying? So you're a thing, you're an object. You understand? Just like a tree is an object, just like a fucking rock is an object, right? So imagine a tree saying, I can do everything the rock can do. No, you can't. You're supposed to be a fucking tree. You feel what I'm saying? And this rock is supposed to be a rock. You feel what I mean? So I'm supposed to be a man and you're supposed to be a woman. It's that simple. You feel what I'm saying? But they're trying to make rocks in the trees and trees in the rocks, and it's like, no, it's not the same thing. You see what I'm saying?
Messed up.
Right.
Now everybody's confused,
Exactly.
So my other question is, I noticed this is a pattern with me, and I'm trying to break it. And the first step is being aware. And plus, I got done watching your video on it was on the motivational channel where you were talking about how to become free, something from your insecurities.
Right.
Yeah, so I just got done watching that now before I called you, and I noticed this. I noticed that women get attracted to me. Because I have a good vibe and I got a good personality. I know that myself. I'm a goofy dude, so women get attracted to me. But when they start getting closer and they start touching or filling up on me, I get nervous and I notice I get insecure, and I got deeper into it, and I asked myself, like, why am I so insecure about this? Because this is what I wanted. And I realized, like, I care so much about what she's thinking.
Right.
And, unknown to her, she starts feeling some type of way because a woman, one thing that I learned is that women, they don't know what they're doing, but they're told stuff through their emotions. I'll not say it.
Right.
Like, their subconsciousness tells them stuff through their emotions. So she don't know why she's feeling the way she's feeling, but just because she's feeling that way, she doesn't want to be around you no more. So I noticed that, and I just want to ask, like, how do I stop thinking about, like, caring what people think so much? Because I noticed this is something about me, like, I care so much about what other people think. How can I, like, stop? Like, stop. Yeah.
Well, this is the thing, though. The reason why most people care about what other people think is because you've been conditioned for years to do that. Do you understand what I'm saying?
That's true.
And also too, what happens is that people's happiness or their sense of happiness is attached to what they feel other people think about them, or what other people, like, if people like them or not, or if because when you were growing up, either your mom or your dad or whoever, they would praise you for certain things, like, oh, you're such a good boy and you're smart and you do this and do that. So all of those things have been conditioned into you to say, when a person says this or does this, that means that you're good. And then if you're good, that means that you should be happy because people see you as a good person and as a cool person. So you're always going to be in constant anxiety of trying to get those good feelings. It's like a drug. Do you understand what I'm saying? You need to get your fix of compliments and appreciation. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And so this is what makes you care about what people think, because in order for you to, you've attached your happiness to people's opinions of you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if their opinion isn't as, good, then you're going to feel bad. And if it is good, you're going to feel great. So now your happiness and your sense of well-being is literally attached to other people's, outlook on you, right? So the thing that you got to understand is that all of that is bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? All of that is bullshit. You got to understand something. You don't need for people to like you. You don't need for people to love you. And this is like unpopular advice. This is what people don't understand. You don't need for people to say you're awesome. And it doesn't even matter if people say that you're whack or you're stupid. None of this shit matters, because none of it really has anything to do with you. You see what I mean? Okay. Every time a person says something about you, literally is about them. I'm going to say that again. When a person says something about you, it is literally about them. So if I say, hey, this person, is, whack or stupid or an asshole, what I'm saying has nothing to do with that person. Everything I'm saying has to do with my perception of that person. It doesn't mean that person is an asshole. It means that Mr. Locario perceives that person as an asshole, because him being an asshole is not even a fact. It's something that it's a judgment based off of what we've been conditioned to think an asshole is. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm just perceiving him as that. You see what I mean?
Wow.
So when a person says anything to you, it doesn't matter. This is why you don't need to worry about what people think, because what people think about you literally does not matter. Because what they think about you is only about them. It's their perception. So it doesn't even matter. So the thing is that if you're living your life based off of what other people are thinking, then what's going to happen is that you're going to always be having this state of anxiety, because you feel like you need to make sure people like you so you can feel good. So you need to make sure people like you so you don't feel depressed. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And so if you are living that way, you're going to, end up always, trying to chase the compliments and trying to chase the praise. Like I said this on my video, this is why you guys need to go to my other channel called Locario Motivation. Just type in Locario Motivation in
I
your joint.
I subscribe today.
Right.
Yeah.
Make sure you subscribe to Locario Motivation because I'm spitting heavy, deep game on there. And what I said, I said the other day was that, you know, if you take compliments, right, you have to be able to take criticism. And so,
I watched that too. I watched it too.
Right. So the thing is that if you take any of that seriously, so if you say, if somebody says you're a genius, right, and you take that to heart, you're already starting a path of you living with anxiety. Why? Because now that you think I'm a genius, I got to keep the shit up. I got to make sure, oh man, everybody's saying Mr. Locario is a genius. What's the next thing that I could do so that I can make sure that people keep thinking I'm a genius? You see what I mean? I gotta keep this genius shit up. You see what I mean? So and then if they say Mr. Locario is stupid, oh man, they said I'm stupid. Nobody loves me. I'm not worth anything. I'm gonna kill myself. That's how it happens. You feel what I'm saying? So now if you opt out of both things, if you don't bother with none of this shit, right? Then what happens is that you're not even in the same room as the nonsense. Like you're not taking a praise or you're not taking a criticism. It doesn't matter. And so the thing is that that's how you get closer to even happiness, because you're opting out of the worldly type of things that people gravitate to. So if somebody says, "Oh, you're cute," or you're you know, because think about this. If a girl says you're cute, right? Most guys will think, "Oh man, I'm the shit. I'm the man." Girls think I'm cute, whatever.
True.
What does that really have to do with you, though? Like seriously, like look at the way I look. I had nothing to do with this. You feel what I'm saying? I had nothing to do. I could have came out looking like anybody. I had nothing to do with this. So why am I feeling like, oh, I did something great, this super huge accomplishment because this girl thinks I'm cute? For what? What's the point? You see what I'm saying? And that's just her. That's just her perception of me, because some other girl could think I'm ugly, and then now what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cry now because she think I'm ugly? You see what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. None of the shit matters. None of it. You see what I mean? And so you gotta understand that. Go ahead. What you saying?
Yeah. So we're so this is all because I'm noticing like we're all conditioned. You know, like like if we because I'm reading meaning into the word. Like if we really think about it, like. What about if everything was vice versa? Like being called ugly is a good thing, and being called cute is a bad thing. So it's all going back to we are all conditions. I get you. Right,
and none of it really means nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay. Alright.
Means nothing.
My other question is okay. So since you said that, so like. Cause I got them watching your the compliments video and how you were like, you know, you could be like, you know, thank you, but don't really, you know, take it
right.
hard.
You know, you can really think. Yeah, because if somebody complimenting you, you know, you could be cordial. Yeah, you know, thanks, that's cool, but don't take it seriously and don't take it personally. Because as soon as you take it seriously, that's when you're deluding yourself. Do you understand what I'm saying?
That's true.
So make sure you don't do that shit.
So how do you like so because you know I started doing affirmations like so how do you like start? Is it good for me to, you know, compliment myself and, you know, just to make me like, you know, because I'm working on my confidence and self-esteem,
right?
But like my question would be to you, a better question is, how did you deal with it? Like, how do you make yourself feel good and not rely on other people to make you feel good?
Right. Well, see, and that's the thing. What you got to understand is that, you know, in order for you to feel good, or the way that you make yourself feel good, or you just feel good in general, is that you need to understand that there's really nothing for you to feel bad about. And this goes back to what we were talking about earlier about, you know, like men and women, and we were talking about like the tree and the rock. You understand?
Yeah.
Like the fact that the tree is there, right, and the rock is there, means something. Meaning that tree is supposed to be there, and that tree is valuable because it is what it is, and it's supposed to be here. You understand? And that rock is supposed to be there because it's supposed to be there. So every person living is supposed to be here, and we provide value. Whatever that value is, it's provided, and it helps the whole thing out. It helps the world out. So like, for example, if you do something, let's say let's say you were an artist or something, and let's say you wrote a song, and then somebody heard that song, and that song changed their whole perspective on life and made that person do so many great things, literally just off your song. You see what I'm saying? So that thing connects with everybody else, and then that's how, you know, everything else flourishes. So knowing that, that's how you feel good about yourself. This is what I even talk about with confidence. Confidence literally is about knowing. You understand? Understanding what's going on, understanding yourself in these situations. You understand? And so the thing is that if you understand that you provide value and that you are valuable and that you are, you know, needed, you understand? That's all you need. You don't need to, you know, get all these other people saying, "Oh, you're so great and you're so this." Well, you don't need that because you are it. You understand what I'm saying? You are everything that you would even want someone to say about you that's great. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't even need this shit. You understand? It's like somebody, if you have, you know, like when you eat and you eat a whole bunch of fucking food, and then somebody offers you another piece of, like, you know, cake or some shit, and usually what you say is, "Nah, I'm good, thanks. I'm good."
True.
You don't need it. You see what I'm saying? Why? Because you full already. You see what I mean? And so that's what it is. You have to be full. Basically, it's almost like you're full of the knowledge of yourself. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you don't need any of that outside shit. And so the reason why a lot of people need the outside shit is because they feel a void. And the reason why they feel a void is because they've been conditioned for years to feel like they ain't shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's how people get you. That's how people get you to do. Like, if you ever read the book, The Art of Seduction, I think it's by Robert Greene, right? And I think he was saying something in there to the effect of, if I'm not mistaken, he said that in order to seduce someone, that person needs to sort of feel like there's a void missing. You understand? And so the seduction happens where I'm filling that void for you, right? But if there's no void, I can't seduce you. You see what I'm saying? You can't be seduced if there's no void. You see what I'm saying? So if I say to you, yo, my man, listen, I'm gonna hook you up with these cars, I'm gonna hook you up with all this money and all this other stuff. All I need you to do is do all this other bullshit, and you're gonna get all this shit, right? So I can get you to do all of this shit for me, or do whatever I need you to do, because I know that you feel there's a void within you. So now all I need to do is fill that void by giving you the money, the cars, and all this other shit, so that you'll take that, because you think that's gonna make you feel good, right? So I can get you to do whatever you want. Now, if he goes up, that same guy goes up to another person and he says, "Yo, I'm gonna give you all these cars and this money, but you got to do all of this stuff," and the guy's like, "Well, I'm good." You know what I'm saying? I don't need all that because I'm good already. Like, I don't need that to feel good. You see what I'm saying? So you can't seduce me. You see what I mean? And so this is why a lot of times, even, you know, when we talk about game, women, you understand, this is why they get so seduced by certain guys. You understand what I'm saying? Because the seduction, they say, "Oh, I noticed this girl, she got daddy issues, so I'm gonna do this, and this to get in her mind to make shit happen." Now, I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm saying that that's what they do. You feel what I mean? And so with me, this is why I say when I talk about game, I like to tell guys to be honest and be as authentic as possible, because what you want to do is you want to attract people, because I don't really like the whole thought of seducing somebody. I don't want to seduce any chick. I want a chick to come to me based off of her authentic feelings for me, based off of how I'm coming at her authentically. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's, you know, that's what it is, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Like, bro, you be going all the way deep. I feel like you can't even go deeper than, like.
No, it's a lot, yo. It's a lot of shit, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, it's a lot of shit going on.
It's a lot. There's really a lot, but, you know, honestly speaking, like, I get everything you said, you know, and I'm gonna work on myself, because, as you said, the game takes work.
Right.
Honestly, it's work, but I'm enjoying the work. I'm learning how to enjoy it, but at the same time, you know, I'm not there yet. So basically, this is something that's not going to take overnight, of course, right?
Right, definitely. And the thing is too, you know, what you got to understand is that the reason why most people aren't there, because you just said you're not there yet, it's not necessarily that you're not there because you're seeing certain things. It's more so once you drop a whole bunch of bullshit, then you'll start to get there. The reason why most people aren't there is because you're still stuck with the bullshit. But see, it's the conditioning. Because I don't know how old you are. Let's say you like 25, 26.
I'm 18.
You're 18. And you're 18. See, and you're young already. So you're dealing with 18 years of conditioning. Do you see what I'm saying? So now that now that you're starting to see certain things, then you're gonna certain things are gonna reveal itself to you in due time. That's all I'm gonna say to you, and then you'll see. You feel what I'm saying? So you just stay on the path of you being authentic, you doing what you got to do, and understanding living your life how you feel fit for yourself. You understand? Like don't go out and do anything crazy to anybody. Don't as long as it's not infringing on anybody else's space. Do you? You feel what I'm saying? And that's how you go. That's how everything's gonna flow. You feel what I'm saying?
Alright. Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm gonna just make the statement before I go. Mm-hmm. You remember the dude that called you talking about he can't go anywhere because he broke and stuff?
I think so. I know a few dudes that be saying that type of shit, so it could have been.
Oh yeah. Well, basically, I'm the same dude. I'm the one that asked you, like how to be a man. I don't know if you remember. Like I was actually
right. I remember you called about that. Yeah, I remember you called about that.
Yeah. I'm just still 18-year-old, so I'm trying to learn all these stuff, But I appreciate it. I just wanted to, talk about it. You go deeper than anybody that I know in the game. Corey Wayne is good, but you go all the way deep. So I appreciate it. Keep doing what you're doing.
That's what's up, man.
Letting you know what's going on in my life. And when I get that money, I'm definitely hitting that Backbone membership. So
that's what's up, bro.
It, all
right, that's what's up, bro. I'm gonna holler at you. Appreciate it.
All right.
Peace. Yeah, man. Yeah, we got the youngins in here getting that game, son. I'm telling you. So we have some more people calling up. Man. So what's good? We got Dude What 212. What's going on? Oh, Johnny's up in the place. What's popping? All right, what's going on? Who's this?
What's up, Mr. Locario? This is Blue Man.
What's up, man? Where you from?
I'm from Georgia, like way south country, Georgia.
All right, that's what's up. So what's going on with you?
Yeah, I'm the one who had sent you that email. I think I donated about like $10 or something like that.
Right.
I think it was like last week. But anyway, I just got a question about some of these females because I be having trouble because sometimes I talk to girls and they'll reject me. Like back when I was in college, I talk to a girl, and she'd be, she like give me the eyes to come over.
Right.
And then she'll reject me. And then, when I walk away, she's still checking me out. Like sometimes I'll be on the bus, she'll come over and sit beside me. I had one chick who was working at a restaurant, like a cafe, at my college, and this place had like 1,000 seats.
Right.
So she would come over. The place where I'm sitting at is very low key. There's not that much lighting over there. And she came over and sat down like 1 seat over beside me. It's clearly like she wanted to talk because the whole place was like practically empty. There's plenty of seats for her ass to sit in. But so when I got her number, I talked to her and I texted her.
Right.
And this girl was older than I was at the time. So I was sitting here thinking like, okay, she's cool. But then we started talking. Then I asked.
What happened? Go ahead. Did we lose him? I think we lost him. You're gonna have to call back, bro. I think we lost him. He was about to get to the point. This is why I'm telling you guys, you gotta get to the joint quick because you never know. You never know when it's your time to go, bro. You never know. Dude, what 212 said? How long to stay in set? How long should the conversation last when first meeting a woman? It depends. It depends. If it all depends on. Hold on, let me get this call real quick. I'm gonna get that question after I get this call. What's poppin'? Who's this?
Yo, what up? It's Johnny. What's going on?
What's going on, bruh? What's good with you?
Ain't shit, man. Yo, I got a lot of craziest this week.
Oh shit. What's going on?
I'm gonna start with I mess with this chick. We chill like 2 times. I smashed like both times, whatever. But it's funny. Like the last time I smashed, she was getting annoyed because like. I guess like when I'm hitting it, like I'm pushing her off so I don't, so I can pull out nothing down or whatever. And she's like saying like, yo, why do you always do that? Like, because she's feeling me and I'm feeling her a little bit because,
right.
I was telling my boy the other day, like, I was telling my boys, I was like, yo, man, since like January, since the start of the year, like I fucking went on mad dates and like took like fucking like damn near 30 or 50 chicks to find somebody that I actually fucking liked.
That's crazy.
So like.
So you say you went on like 50 dates since the beginning of the year?
Not 50. I mean, I'm just exaggerating, but it was probably at least a good 20. Like I ran through a whole bunch of chicks.
Right.
That just going on dates and just fucking with chicks, and I didn't even really like these chicks.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like, I actually find somebody that I actually have a conversation with and actually chill and and just chill and vibe with them. So, but like I was saying, like I hit it. And then she's getting annoyed the fact that, like, like if she rides or whatever, and I'm about to bust, I push her off so I can nut the condom. Like, she was saying, like, yo, that's fucking with my head. I don't know why you're doing that. I'm trying to figure. I'm like trying to figure, like, what the fuck? Like, I do that shit with every chick, like,
right. So she getting offended that you nutting in the condom while you outside of her. Is that what she's saying?
Yeah, pretty much. And I'm just like, how you getting offended about that? Like,
right. Well, listen, let her get offended, cause. Shit, you understand? Like I do the same thing, man. When I'm fucking, dude, I'm gonna tell you guys out there, nut outside the vagina with the condom on. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, so she's getting offended. She's getting offended or whatever, and I'm just like, she's like, she try to say some shit like, oh, I don't know what that's gonna do. Like other people said, like maybe she thinks I don't trust her. She thinks I don't trust her. I mean, she on the pill, but she on the pill, but I still, use my condom. But she just on some shit like, like, oh, I might just go in. Like, you got a condom, that's why you got to get a better condom. Like, I don't know what, like, cause she like being on top, and I'm just like, yo, this is some bullshit.
So she's saying,
I just don't know, like.
So she's saying that, she feel like you don't trust her. And is she saying to you? Wait, hold on. Is she saying to you to not wear the condom because she got a birth control?
No,
okay.
Hell no.
What to say?
It's just kind of like, I guess because like, that's her position. Like she just like feels like, I guess like, cause when she on top, like I'm pushing her off.
Right.
I'm pushing her off. She kind of feels like, and I'm nutting the condom. She's like, damn, like, cause I guess that's her position where she can get off, and it's like. And I'm about, I already did my thing, and so I'm just trying to get off, and I don't want to nut, nothing or whatever like that.
Right.
And she's like, I don't want to have no kids, but like, yo, that's, it's just fucking with my head because I guess dudes never did that with her.
Right.
Some shit like that. So I'm like another nigga doing some shit, and I'm trying to say like, I'm trying not to compensate myself and switch up for her or whatever like that, because if that's something I do, it's something I fucking do.
Right.
If you ain't gonna fuck with me just because I wanted at the time, like I don't,
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
But another thing is like this week, I've been listening to some of your motivation shit, and like the last caller, he was saying some shit like this week. I was like noticing like, yo, I've been running through these chicks or whatever, and I'm just like, yo, I was at a space where like, yo, this shit's getting kind of whack. You know what I mean? Not like the whole getting it, but it's like doing other stuff. That's why I started working out, and I started listening to your Anthony, the mellow dude you was telling me about.
Right.
And then like that shit kind of like been getting me to feel weird, like, because he makes you think about other shit.
Right. Well, that's the thing. You gotta understand something. See, when you wake up from the fucking Matrix and shit, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to tell you guys. Like, when you wake up and you start to realize what's going on, you start to see shit, and you start to fall back and see like, things objectively and what's going on. You realize like a lot of the stuff that you thought was like crazy important isn't that important, or all the stuff you're frustrated around. You're like, what am I even making this an issue for? And this is how I apply it to gaming when you're dealing with chicks too, is that you got to understand that a lot of these dudes out here be really like frustrated and mad when shit don't go certain ways. You feel what I'm saying? And it's just like, you got to understand, this is all a game, B. You feel what I mean? So it's like, you can't really get all like crazy about the shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And another thing is like obviously like, I'm feeling chicks, she feeling me or whatever. How do you like, I guess like, because I still holler at other chicks because I know I have to. You feel me? I know I have to, like I still holler at other chicks or whatever like that. But how do you like control your emotions to not like get attached to some shit like that? Not, I want to say like get attached, but like, not get like annoyed, like if like if you see some shit like, oh yeah, she be fucking texting other dudes or whatever like that,
Right.
or certain shit.
Right.
How do you like control that, like your keep your composure to not like I don't want to say react or like or just kind of like get you thinking about it or whatever like that. Because there's sometimes I call myself like saying like, yo, like for example, right? She do the academy and she worked 4 to 12. And she called me up and she said, "Oh yeah, one of my coworkers is like taking a ride home." So I kind of was like, "Yeah, this thing was bullshit."
Right.
Like,
So she. Well, the thing is this. One, you gotta understand. Like, see, when you guys are dealing with chicks, man, especially when a girl's not your girlfriend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's the thing that I'm trying to separate.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like, she not your girl, so you can't. You don't really need to even take it seriously as far as you. Like, generally, you shouldn't be attached anyway, even if the girl is your girl or your girl is your wife. And what I mean by attached is that you have to enjoy the women that you're dealing with on a non-clingy basis at all times. You feel what I'm saying? This can be a girl you're dating, some girl you're smashing. This could be your girlfriend. This could be even your wife. You understand? Meaning that the reason why you get so emotional about the shit is because you start to, instead of enjoying the moment, you're starting to expect that person or that individual that you're dealing with to be your source of enjoyment because you're spending a lot of time with them, so you get confused and think that, I'm having a good time, so I need to keep being with this person so I can have a good time. You understand what I'm saying? But the good time you're having is not really about them. You see what I mean? But that's the trick. You see what I'm saying? That's the trick in the mind where it's like,
I call myself like we talk. Well, that's why I broke off. Like this week, I pretty much ain't talked to her like that. I was just all about listening to that dude named DeMello all week, trying to find a way to be in tune with myself and just worry about myself, and then her is secondary or whatever when I'm not doing what the fuck I'm doing. I started working out again. I started just listening to shit and just trying to do me, and I'm chilling with her, and stuff like that. But when we talk, it's this time she kind of notices a different vibe. I'll be like, yeah, I've been doing me, and she's like, oh, okay.
Right.
I'm not I ain't the same guy she was talking to last week. And she's like,
right.
Okay, but you could just tell that she kind of like it.
Right.
It's different.
Right, and that's the thing too. You gotta understand when you're dealing with a chick, and she sees that you're not pressed up on her, that makes her want you even more. Generally, you feel what I'm saying? The fact that you have that chill vibe. You see what I mean? Because most guys, they get with a chick, they're feeling her, and then it becomes a thing where they get so attached that they start to have that needy vibe. You understand? And the girl she can see it, she can feel it. Now, when you're the type of guy who, the type of guy that you are, you're a dude who's just doing his thing, and you're enjoying time with her, but you're not sweating her. It's almost like, yeah, we could hang out or we could not hang out. I'm cool either way. That makes her want to fuck with you more.
Yeah, I told her, yo, we can hang out tomorrow. She has said something she said she'll let me know about me coming over there to go too. I said, alright, we do. I mean, do whatever. I mean,
Right, and so that's sort of the vibe that you got to have, because if you get too deep into trying to hold on and cling to shit, that's where the anxiety comes from, and then that's almost the thing that makes you lose the chicks in most cases, because they could feel the fact that you're oh, I need to see you today. I miss you. I want it. All that other crazy shit, and then you become that needy dude, and that's not attractive.
And it's I kind of caught I be catching myself yo, hold up. Yeah, I know it's been a minute. I ain't fuck with a chick had a real chick I actually likes in a minute. And I'm just yo, what the fuck am I doing? I'm just yo, nah, I gotta pump the brakes and just chill. That's why I was yo, fuck it, get back to myself, and just, do my thing. Mm-hmm. That's why I was just figuring how do you control your emotions and stuff like that, so you don't.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing. The thing to in order to control it is that you understand. And this is the thing. Understand you got the emotions. Let's say if you feeling a girl, you might be feeling her. You might be thinking about her. You might even be like, damn, I want to see her today. All that other shit's gonna go down, right? It's not that you're ignoring the emotion. You see what I mean? But what you're doing is you're understanding the emotion and you're watching the emotion. And this is what most people don't understand, is that they'll get emotional And then what they'll do is, let's say a guy, he's thinking about the girl, he gets emotional, he's like, oh, I gotta text her right now. Okay, I'm gonna text her, I'm gonna do this. And then she doesn't text him back. He's like, all right, let me text her again because, you know, like, so he's so caught up in being so attached to this woman that he's not even recognizing all the other shit going on around him. You understand what I'm saying? You ever see a person, like I was at a party the other day, and this motherfucker was in the party with me, and there's mad chicks around. You know what this nigga was doing? He was on Tinder. How the fuck you on Tinder and you're in a party full of women? You feel what I'm saying? Like,
I ain't done this style. I've done shit like that before.
Right, you see what I'm saying? Like,
I have done shit like that before. But
and like it's one thing. It's
comfortable in the situation.
Right. It's one thing if you're checking your message. Like, let's say somebody messaged you on there, you just check it. That's one thing. But this nigga is swiping, right? Like, I'm like, dude, what the fuck? We hear this mad, like, there's a chick right in front of you. What are you talking about? So
yeah,
that's
I've
the thing.
Before they kind of like, I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I at this event? You know, whatever. But
right. And that's the thing. It's like,
situation.
And that's the thing, and that's the reason why you don't need to be attached to any one chick, because and this is what I always talk about with the abundance mindset. There's an abundance of women. You see what I'm saying? So there's so much shit going on that it's almost it basically should almost be damn near impossible for you to get attached to any one thing. Because there's so much fucking shit going on, there's so much stuff to enjoy that you're why would you even be worrying about something else? It's like when you go to a movie and you're sitting there for 2 hours and you're so enjoying the fucking movie. It's like the movie is the shit. You're so involved with the characters and all that other stuff. You ain't thinking about no chick at this moment. You feel what I'm saying? You just so in the movie that you're just engrossed in the plot and everything that's going on. You see what I mean? Because your mind is in sync with the moment. You feel what I'm saying? You're so in the moment that nothing else matters. You're so in the moment that you're not thinking about anything else. Usually when you're sitting there thinking about a girl, worried about her, worried if you should do this and do that, you're not living in the moment. You're not chilling. You're not doing, you're not enjoying the situation. So that's the thing. If you're enjoying the situation, you would not be thinking about, it's like this, like imagine a girl that you're dealing with and you're having a good ass time. You're on a date with her. Y'all kissing. Everything is great. Usually, you're not really thinking about that girl last week that didn't call you. You feel what I'm saying? Because you're literally, you're literally in the moment with the girl right now, with this other girl. So it's the same concept. You see what I mean?
Yeah, like I even I'm setting something up with a chick right now. Like, I'm feeling this chick. I just set something up just to set something up to go with this chick. You know what I mean? But I said something up just to she was good with this chick, and more than likely I'm with this chick. I ain't gonna be thinking about what this chick doing right now, where she at, or whatever like that.
Right, exactly. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's the thing, and that's the concept of it, is that all the stuff that you're, like if you're actually living in the moment, all that other stuff is not gonna really bother you. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And it don't even gotta be you dealing with another chick. You could just, like you said, you could be at the gym, doing your thing, and when you're so engrossed in the activity, everything else takes aside, is in the background at that point. You feel what I'm saying? You're not really focused on that shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Alright, man. Yo, good looking on the info, man. I gotta run, but yeah, good luck, though.
Definitely, bro. Yeah, holla at me, man.
Alright,
peace. Yeah, that was my dude, old Johnny, up in the spot. Okay, so for life, one deep, we said looks matter. Oh, so dude, what 212 asked, how long should you stay in the set? That's that PUA shit. Talking to the chick, right? And so basically what I'm saying is that it depends on the situation, right? So, in one situation, you might not have enough time to really have a full-fledged conversation. A girl might be walking by, or you're in an elevator, or you're in a place where you have a limited amount of time. You got to do that shit quick. Yo, what's up? How you doing? Listen, you're kind of cute. Here's my card. Give me a call tonight. We should get together this weekend. Let's make something happen. 30 seconds. If you're at a bar and you're chilling, you could talk to a girl for 10 to 15 minutes. You feel what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you're interacting with her, having that sort of vibe going back and forth, and then you make sure you close the deal. You understand? Yeah. Albert Michelson, you said, and you mentioned in your previous video that looks matter. Can you explain it in detail? All right, I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Make sure I don't forget. Yo, who's this? What's poppin'?
What's going on, Mr. Locario? It's Shaka from CT.
What's up, bro?
Chilling, man. I was about to go check out that the first weekend tomorrow over in Brooklyn.
Oh, you talking about the first Saturday?
Yeah, first Saturday.
Yeah, that's tomorrow, right? Yeah,
that's tomorrow, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be tight. If you guys are in Brooklyn, you got to go to the Brooklyn Museum. They're gonna have the first Saturday event. That's where they do like a little event where is a lot of people coming out. It's a lot of chicks out there. So if you're in Brooklyn, if you're in the Brooklyn area, you got to go check that out. You know what I'm saying? I might roll through there. I don't know. I might. I might.
So like I just had a few questions to ask.
Right.
So in regards to like the Saturday, like so I saw that thing said it ends at 1, but you said like the bars that surround the area are open, like basically till like 4.
Yeah, usually, yeah. So I think the Brooklyn Museum joint is from like 6 p.m. to like maybe 11 or midnight, if I'm not mistaken. And then after that, they got bars in that area. Or if you go like further downtown, there's like stuff open like an Atlantic Avenue area. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a lot of shit going on out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nice.
It's a lot of shit.
And what I want to ask you, so like the thing that's been going on like a little bit. It seems like where I work, there are like a bunch of like new chicks that like I work as like not security, but I work at like the front desk out of an apartment.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like some of the guests, like their friends would be up and about, and it was one like I was like talking to her for a bit. Yeah, I was like peeping game. It seemed like she was like a little bit into me, and I saw her like 2 more occasions. I said hi to her one time. One time she like walked past the building, like walked in to say something to me, and I wasn't too sure how I should finesse the situation, or should I just leave it alone? Since it's like a little bit of a gray area. I do need the job, but it's not it's not a tenant per se. It's like her friend. Like, should I push up on that? Cause I never really like I try to like step into that realm.
Right.
Like, I never really,
and so you saying this girl is a friend of your coworker?
No, a friend of like I work in a building, so picture like a concierge. So it's like one of the guests. Like one of the guests came in like a little while ago.
Oh, okay.
And we were sitting there, like chopping it up or whatever. And I saw her like 2 more occasions after that. She saw me like she was walking by, like like then she came into like the front desk and started talking to me for a bit.
Right.
I wasn't sure if like I should like try to take it there or should I just let it be what it is.
Right. Well, it depends though. What I would say is that in those situations, right, you want to sort of like ease the situation in. So maybe I would say something like, ask her if she's like on Instagram or Facebook or something like that. You see what I'm saying? And then through that,
but she's like older. She's like an older doctor. I would say like in her like mid-30s, like close to like 40.
Right. Well, yeah, still ask her because she's probably on Facebook. She's probably on Instagram. They, everybody's usually on those joints. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then if she is, then you just be like, yeah, let's be Facebook friends or follow each other on Instagram. Then once that happens, then I would say it's better to hit her up through there. You feel what I'm saying? Because then you can say just out of the blue, like, hey, what's up? What's going on? This such says whatever. There's this joint happening on Saturday at the thing. You should come through and make it some casual shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because then once she comes out and y'all are chilling, and then you see the vibe, and then you can, what I'm saying? So it's sort of like you're slowly, you know what I mean? Because you want to, basically what you want to do is you want to take this situation as far away from the feeling of the job as possible. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's kind of like you take it from, the Instagrams to the, hey, there's this event happening I thought you might like, you should come through. Just on some regular shit, I got some friends coming, I'm just inviting some people. She comes through, y'all hang out, you see how the vibe is, and then once you see the vibe is sort of there, then you can, pounce on it. You feel what I'm saying? Because at that point, it's sort of you sort of eased your way into it. You feel what I'm saying? So it's sort of like it's far away from, you know, the whole job thing, because the thing in the situation right there, you don't necessarily, like, if you're in the building, you don't want to just be like, hey, let me get your number, let's go out, whatever, because then that could be, you know what I'm saying, it could be an issue as far as, you know, you being a person working there fraternizing with the you know, the people in the building or whatever. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So, you know, so I'll say, yeah, just like, you know, keep it on some casual shit till you get her out to like a spot or event, and then you sort of, you know, do your thing that way. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I was just saying, like ease my way in.
Right.
They're trying to kick down the door or some shit.
Right, exactly. You know. So, you know, that's how you make it happen, man. You know.
All right.
Definitely.
And damn. So all right. So yeah, I'm gonna check that thing out tomorrow. I think that's about it. And thanks, Mr. Locario.
Yeah, definitely. Hit me up tomorrow if you over there. I might come through. You know what I'm saying?
All right, cool. For sure.
Definitely. I'll let you.
All right, peace.
All right, peace. Yeah, man. So, who was asking me? So, Albert Michelson, he said that I mentioned that looks matter. Could you explain in detail? No, I did a video where I said looks matter or versus looks don't matter. That's what I was talking about. And I was basically saying that when you say looks matter or you say looks don't matter, it's both right. That's all I'm saying. So, depending on the context, it's going to matter or not matter, right? But at the end of the day, what I'm saying is that game is the thing that matters overall. You understand? Because you can look good, and we was talking about this earlier with the first caller. You know, he's saying, hey, you know, I had a girl, she thought I looked good or whatever, but shit didn't really pop off. And the reason why I didn't pop off is because the game wasn't tight. You feel what I'm saying? And so a guy cannot look that good, but his game is on point. You feel what I mean? And so that he could actually get the girl because his game is on point. And again, like Darrell said in the chat room, looks are subjective. And that's the part that most guys don't get. Most guys don't get that the looks are actually subjective. You say you can look like Flavor Flav and get women. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Y'all wouldn't see. Y'all don't, it's you gotta understand how women work, B. Y'all gotta understand how women work. And it's funny because, you know, usually when I'm talking to a guy, I can tell his level of success with women based off of his understanding of how women work. So if he says something, if I'm talking to a guy and he's like, yo, you know, yeah, you got to get money to get these girls and blah blah blah, and as soon as I hear that, I'm like, okay, yeah, he don't know what's going on. He don't understand. He doesn't understand. You see what I'm saying? Because the thing is, you have to understand that how women are programmed, and also how they just are just in general. You see what I'm saying? There's a reason why women want to sort of get to know a dude to a certain extent. There's a reason why women, they'll say, I just wasn't feeling him. You understand? They don't say, you hardly hear a woman, or generally you don't hear women say, oh, well, I just don't think he's hot or something. You understand? Like, they won't even say that in most cases when they're talking about a guy they don't like. They usually say, I wasn't feeling him. I didn't like his vibe. He was an asshole. He was a douche. You understand? Whatever the fuck it is. You understand? They're usually talking about characteristics at the end of the day. Or even when they talk about a guy they like. I've heard women, they'll say, they'll even say some shit like, oh, you know, he's not that cute, but this, and that. You understand? Because I've talked to women who are with guys who don't look that good, and I'm like, so what is it you like about him? Oh, it's just he gives me this feeling, and this happened, and I'm like, really? You understand? And no, don't get me wrong. There are girls who are gonna talk to a guy and give him attention because he looks good. That's always gonna happen. You understand? That's just natural. People are going to focus or look at something that looks pleasing to the eye. You understand? But what you got to understand about relationships is relationships are complex. You understand? So the thing is, good looks aren't going to keep the woman interested. You understand? Because, truth be told, let's keep this shit real here. Let's keep this all the way funky. Most women can attract a good-looking guy. Okay? Most women. most women can attract a good-looking guy. So a guy being good-looking, that's not the end-all be-all. But what most women gravitate to or say, I need this, I want this, I want to keep, I want him. What makes her say I want him, or what makes her grab this guy and says, and cry over this dude and fight over this dude, is understanding this guy's value and understanding what he brings to the table. And that is how his vibe is overall, because you got to understand, every person is unique. So when she gets a taste of that unique guy, that's what gets her to fall in love with the dude. That's what gets her hooked. You ain't never gonna see no girl cry over some dude just because he got abs. It ain't gonna happen. You understand what I'm saying? Oh my God, I miss him because his six-pack. Oh my God, I miss his six-pack. It ain't gonna happen. You understand? Chicks will cry and moan and bitch and fight some other chick over some dude because of him overall, because of the guy he is. You see what I'm saying? And so when we talk about you being attractive as a man and being attractive to women, you have to first understand that. And so you have to be the best version of you can be. So that when you interact with women and you also know how women, are, and you know what attracts women, like, so for example, you being a guy who knows how to make decisions, that's going to turn a woman on. You being a guy who has his shit together, that's going to turn a woman on. You being a guy who's clever and witty and who knows how to interact and talk and all that, that's going to be attractive to women. You see what I'm saying? So, you got to understand that shit. You say, a crusty beard, dusty looking crip nigga that pull beautiful women. Sweet potato pie, what's going on? You said you want my opinion on flaky women that still hit you up on social media. Is the only solution to charge them to the game? Yeah, pretty much. If they're only hitting you up on social media, that's usually attention whores. You understand what I'm saying? That's usually an attention whore. You said, do looks turn a woman on? Yeah, looks do turn a woman on. Looks turn a woman on. But see, as soon as you say that, you're like, oh, it's all about looks. No. Just like there's a lot of shit that turns women on. Money turns women on. Conversation turns women on. Do you know that arguing with a woman turns her on? You understand what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit that turns women on. You treating a woman like shit can turn her on. It's a lot of shit. Y'all gotta understand this. It's crazy out here, man. This is why, you guys will see a chick dealing with a dude who's just a goofy fucking moron, and she's just all about the nigga. You're like, why? That's what happens. You said a parenting game is very important. Yeah, it is. It is. This is why I'm just trying to tell you guys, like, step up your appearance, step up your game. You'll be ahead of the fucking curve. This is what I try to tell you guys. Because when a chick sees you or interacts with you, you understand? You want to be that dude already. You understand? Mac Anthony said, why do women have a hard time controlling themselves when they get angry? Well, it's that it's that emotions, man. They're dictated by their emotions. And even there's certain guys who will act that way and who will go crazy because of their emotions, and they're tapping into their feminine energy when they do that bullshit. You said how much does looks turn a woman on? It depends. So like, let's say if a woman is, you know, let's say she's horny in a specific setting or something, and you know she sees a guy she's physically attracted to, his looks can turn her on, right? But see, this is the thing that you got to understand about women and the complexities of women, is that same woman who could be turned on by that guy's looks can be also turned off instantly by his vibe and what, you know, how he's coming across. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, you gotta understand that it's see, when it comes to attracting women, it's not like a you know, this one thing. It's a combination of things. So when you know how to work the combination of things, you have a better chance at attracting more women. You see what I'm saying? So this is why I say work on your appearance, work on your verbal skills, work on your confidence, work on how you are as a man, and you know, controlling your emotions and shit. You understand what I'm saying? So why do women get angry after sex? Which woman you fucking with, man? It's crazy. But yeah, the caller number is 646-481-3901. But yeah, you guys got to make sure you go to badboymembership.com, because I have the new program, which is called Flakiness. Okay? And it teaches you 5 tips on how to limit the amount of women who are going to flake on you. That shit is... The game is so heavy. The game is so heavy. Female pimp, you said she's angry because you didn't make her come. Hilarious. Crazy. But yeah, you know, when it comes to attracting these women, you got to know what these women are attracted to. And that's the problem. A lot of guys don't know what women are attracted to. And you know what's the funny part? Let me tell you guys this. The funny part is that when you know how to talk to women, right? A lot of times women will give you the blueprint on how to get them if you're paying attention. Each individual girl will tell you what she likes, what she's not into, what she's about, what she responds to, and you already know. Albert Michelson, you said, so looks matter? I said, yeah, I said looks matter and looks don't matter at the same time. So none of it matters. This is what I'm trying to say. See, y'all are looking for the loophole. There's no loophole. You see what I'm saying? Y'all are looking for the loophole. There's no loophole. Because let's check this out like this, right? Albert, let's say a girl says you're cute, right? And she thinks she likes you, she's attracted to you, right? And then you start talking to her, and then you turn her off because you said something, or you're feeling you're being insecure, or you don't know how to talk to girls. So does your looks matter now? No, it doesn't, because you're still not getting her. See, I'm about results. You understand? Meaning, are you getting with this chick and having sex with her, right? And so that's the thing that guys don't understand. So if you're saying looks matter, that means that your looks should matter in you getting to sex. So if you're not getting to sex, then does your looks matter, right? Because a girl can think you're cute, be looking at you, right? Then you could go and talk to her, but you'll never fuck her because you don't have any game. So does your looks matter at this point? And then you have a guy who, let's say a girl thinks he's not attractive. She doesn't think he physically looks good, that great, but his game is on point, to the point where he gets her so involved with him. She's all like into the conversation, and he got her thinking of these things, and now she's laughing and giggling around this nigga, and then now she starts to become more attracted to him as a result. And then he ends up fucking her. Now, did his looks matter? Because she didn't think he looked good. Do you see what I'm saying? These are the things you guys need to understand. And in both these situations, what you got to understand is the game is the thing that mattered. Right? Game matters, not looks. Game. You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's what matters. Because you can get a girl and have sex with her and she'll do you based off of your looks, right? But you can get a girl and she'll do you and based off of your game, right? But in most cases, a lot of times, you're just not gonna get a girl fucking you and sucking you based off of your looks, just automatically like that. Because there's so many other variables that go into meeting a chick to actually having sex with her, and between that time, most dudes fuck it up. So even if you're a good-looking guy, between that time, you might do something or say something to fuck up the fact that she's gonna have sex with you, or she might be feeling a certain way based off of whatever. You understand what I'm saying? And that's another thing dudes don't understand, is that there's forces that have nothing to do with you as far as it coming from a woman, things that are going on inside her head and her vibe or whatever that have nothing to do with you. You understand? So it doesn't matter how you look. If she's feeling a certain way, it ain't gonna happen. You said, why when you're just friends with a good-looking chick, she tries to act all touchy and feel on you? First of all, why are you just friends with a good-looking chick? You say even if you have no intentions to get at her, why are you not trying to get at her? Is she just looking for attention since you're not into her? Why? Okay, what are you not into this girl about? You said there's a good-looking chick. She's acting all touchy-feely, but you're not. What's going on? Why are you not trying to get at her? And why are you friends with this girl, this good-looking girl? And why are you not? That's what I'm confused about. Please answer me that. Paul Sambula, what are you talking about? What's popping? Oh, so you say she's kind of crazy and you know her family. This is why you're not trying to get at her. Well, that's the thing. Yeah, she's trying to get at you because you're not trying to get at her. You understand? She's probably, she wants that attention and you're not giving it to her. Dude, what 212 said, any tips on a bachelor pad and apartment setup? Well, just make sure your place is clean as hell. I talk about that too when I talk about, I have a Bad Boy membership program called The Ultimate Guide on Getting a Girl Back to Your Place. And I go in detail of how to do all of that shit. And you got to make sure that your place is clean at all times. Because this is the thing. You never know when you go out if you're going to be able to bring a chick back to your spot. So you might go out to a place, you meet a girl, and shit is going great, and you're like, yeah, let's go back to my place, and if your place is dirty, that can ruin the vibe, and then she'll end up not wanting to fuck you. You see what I'm saying? I actually had that happen to me a few times back in the day. Because I was thinking, oh yeah, I'm just going out, whatever, ain't nothing, and then, the place is a fucking mess. And I end up meeting some chick, and everything is popping off, and she's like, oh, let's go back to your place. And I'm like, oh, shit. You understand? I remember one time I took this girl back to the spot, and my shit was horrible. I mean, it was like, fucking, like chip bags on the floor, fucking pizza box in the damn room and shit. It was disgusting. She had to walk over garbage to get to my bed. You feel what I'm saying? And so she sat down in the bed, and literally in like 5 seconds she was like, I think I should go. I was like, I wasn't even mad at her, son. I was like, I'm not even mad at you because this is my fault. I should have fucking cleaned my shit. I was like, I don't even want to be in this motherfucker. You understand? Jesus. That shit was crazy. So yeah, make sure your shit is clean. Because you never know. That's why I say, just keep that shit clean at all times. Because ain't nothing worse than taking a chick back to your crib. Hold on, wait, stay in the living room for a second. Hold on. Give me like 10 minutes. And you rushing in your room, taking shit off the floor, trying to vacuum and shit. Nah. You said hood rat don't care. Hood rat don't care if your spot is dirty. I'm scared of hood rats, bro. I can't. They scare me. I'm scared of them, man. Can't handle that shit. That's funny. It's crazy. But yeah, my shit was terrible. I remember that shit too, man. I got it into the crib. It's crazy. Man, you wouldn't believe how many times I got chicks to the crib and shit ain't happened. The shit is it's terrible. Chicks be changing their mind and shit. I had this one girl, like years ago. I did this reality show on ABC Family Network called Switched Up, right? So when I was out there, I met this girl, bad chick. This chick was crazy bad. And I was in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So, I met this chick. And when I finished doing the show, I flew back to New York. And she was like, yo, I'm going to be out there. Let's hang out and all this other shit. And I was like, cool, hell yeah. So she was cooperating. So she came out. She called me. We met up in Times Square. We was hanging out, walking around. And this chick was so bad that motherfuckers was like, they didn't give a fuck that I was with her because they was just looking at her, checking her out. I was like, God damn it. Right? So we go into this store, this clothing store, and she's picking out clothes that she wants to wear for me. I'm like, all right, I hope this chick ain't expecting me to pay her for this shit because I ain't paying for shit. She was like, oh, I want to buy something that you think I would look good in. So she got this hat and these gloves or whatever, and then she asked me if I wanted some shit, and I was like, nah, I'm good, I was like, yo, this chick is off the hook. So I was like, yo, we went to get something to eat, and I was like, yo, we should go back to my spot. So we go back to my spot, and we get there, and not only was the spot fucked up and dirty, my brother was there because I was living with my brother at the time, and I went to the bathroom. This motherfucker, she's sitting in the living room. This nigga is like gawking at this chick and all over her, like, yo, blah 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 blah. You understand what I'm saying? And so I don't know if it was because my brother was sweating her or something, and with the combination of my house being all fucked up, not all that clean, she was like, yeah, it's getting late. I think I should go. I was like, I was tight. I was tight. But see, that's what I'm saying. You got to make sure your shit is on point. You said it's like when you're about to fuck, you don't have any condoms and you have to run into the store. And then by the time you get back, the vibe is gone. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That shit crazy. Listen, let me tell you, man. Let me tell you how crazy it is with the condoms. I don't play that shit. Like, I gotta have the condoms. Yo, I remember one time, and I don't be trusting these chicks. Because one time, I was at a spot. I was with this chick. Had some condoms. I took the condoms out my pocket. Put it on her desk. Or her dresser drawer, whatever, in her room. I went to go take a piss. I came back. And I was like, oh shit. What if she did something to the condoms? You feel what I'm saying? And so I told her, I said, yo, I got to go to the store real quick. I took them condoms, threw them shits in the garbage, and got some new ones. And literally, I was in the bathroom for maybe like 2 minutes. But I was like, I don't know, these condoms were out of my sight for 2 minutes. So let me go to the store and get some new ones. That's how paranoid I am. You feel what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, make sure you fucking clean them houses. Make sure you got the condoms. Make sure all that shit's popping off. Naru Po, what's going on? What's popping? But yeah, guys, you got to make sure you get the hard copies of How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. Get the ebook or the hard copy. The shit is off the hook. You feel me? You see me in my looking like a fucking doctor with the coat on and shit. What the fuck was I thinking? Anyway. But yeah, you know. Oh, and by the way, what I gotta say to you guys real quick, because I've been talking about, I'm gonna be having my 30-minute game sessions, meaning that in August, what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to have you guys, you know, if you want to call me and have a session for 30 minutes, I'm going to record it, and it's going to be for you. You can have the recording. Any questions that you want on dating and relationships for a half an hour, and we're going to get that popping. Okay, so in August, I'm going to let you guys know. I'm going to drop the page, the sales page, so you can, you know, make the payment. So you make the payment, you sign the whatever you got to sign, and then we get it popping. You understand? Because people have been asking me about that, so it's going to drop in August. It's crazy. F. Collins, you said, why do you go through droughts? 1 minute you're banging 10 chicks, the next minute you're banging none. That's the game. That's how it is. That's how it is, man. That's how it happens sometimes. You know? Because it's weird. Like, it'll be a flow of certain things flowing, and then all of a sudden you're going through a dry spell, then all of a sudden shit just picks back up. It's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Dude, what 212 said, can you do more than one session? Yeah, you can do as many sessions as you want. You understand? But I'm going to have all of that ready for you guys by the beginning of August. And I'm going to, I'm going to have the sales page up. I'm going to have the promotions up for it so you guys will know. You understand? So yeah, you do one session for 30 minutes. And if you want to do another one, we do it on another day. You feel what I'm saying? So I gotta be able to schedule it. And the thing is, I'm only gonna be taking a few sessions per month. So, once I put it up and we schedule it, you gotta get on there so that, you can get it as soon as possible. So you don't gotta wait another month or two. What's going on? Who's this?
What's going on? It's Ishmael from Brooklyn, New York.
What's poppin', man? What's going on with you?
Chilling.
What's
yeah,
up?
my question is, I want to know, how would I build on my personality?
You said, how would you do what?
Build on my personality.
You said build up your personality?
Yeah.
To what? What do you mean? Like, what do you...
Like, I feel like, I've been told I'm like I have like a dull, like a robotic type of personality.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to, build up on that. I want to,
Right. Well, this is the thing. It's more so, it's not necessarily about, like, what are you trying to do? What do you want? Like, what do you want to gain by building up your personality? Like, what's the thing you want it to happen?
Basically, I just want to, socialize more. I want more, I just want to socialize more with people. Because I'm kind of antisocial. I have like social anxiety. I just want to, I want to like socialize more, meet new people,
right?
Talk to females,
right?
Like, I don't know. I'm so. Like, one day I could talk to people, and next day I just don't want to talk to anybody at all.
Right.
But like, yeah, I just want to build upon that,
Right. And well, the thing is this: it's not necessarily that you need to be talking to people every day, or like in days you want to go out and talk, days you don't, chill. But what I would say is that if you want to be more social, all you really need to do is go out and be more social, meaning go out to events. You live in New York, there's a lot of meetup events, you feel what I'm saying, that you can go to,
yeah,
and just start talking to people. And the thing is that the more you talk to people and the more you interact with them, the more social you will be, because a lot of this is all it's like a muscle. You understand? It's something that you build. It's like when you build it, it's like a muscle. Like, so the more that you talk to people, the more that you're social with people, the more that you're going to build that social muscle. And then the more interesting you will become through that interaction. You see what I'm saying? So you just got to really put yourself out there and start talking more to more people. And also, think about things that you're interested in, because a lot of times when you are involving yourself in things you're interested in, you're more excited to be there and talk about it, and then that within itself brings out more of your personality. You see what I mean? And so you got to figure out like certain things that you're passionate about, certain things that you like, certain things that you want to do, certain topics you like talking about, and then that's the thing that you can share with other people. Like let's say if you had a meetup, and let's say you like, I don't know, you might be into like film or something like that, and you ask somebody, hey, did you see that last movie by so and so? And then they're like, oh yeah, I saw that. Like, what did you think about that? Blah blah blah. Y'all get into a whole discussion about that. Or if they didn't see it, you're like, oh yeah, you should definitely see it because this and that. And the fact that you care about talking about that, that's the thing that's going to bring out the personality. You see what I mean? So it's a combination of you being more social and also you understanding the things that you're passionate about, so that you can, bring that out more to people. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just all about putting yourself out there. The more you do it, the more you're going to build that social skills and that social muscle. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I have a next question too.
Yeah.
How would you deal with like a rude female? Because last weekend I met her like a bitch basically.
Mm-hmm.
Like she I met up with her. I talked to her. She was feeling me at first.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know I was down in Soho, and she offered to like follow me, show me around.
Mm-hmm.
So we went to this bar, and long story short, she started acting. I don't know. It's because she asked me to buy her a drink, and I was ignoring her, and she started acting. She started to like she didn't want to dance with me anymore. She didn't want to talk, nothing like that. So I left her at the bar. But like, and then she started, calling my phone and say, "Oh, you're a bitch" and all that. You're
right,
all kind of shit. So how would I deal with that? Like,
you gotta charge that to the game, bro. You gotta charge her to the game heavy.
I know, I did.
But in those situations, what you gotta do is, when a chick is acting like that, you understand? All that's doing is giving you an indicator of how she is. You understand? So you don't really need to do nothing but fall back from that. You feel what I'm saying? Because certain girls, what happens is that they've been spoiled so much by simps and manginas buying them shit, doing all this extra shit for them, that they think that's the norm. So when you don't do it, they're like a spoiled little baby. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so there's really no thing you need to do with a chick like that, but just charge it to the game and keep it moving, because she's just showing you what type of girl she is. See, a girl who is feeling you and a girl who's about something, she's all about basically pleasing you. You understand what I'm saying? A chick who's not into you and a chick who's spoiled and a chick who's an attention whore, everything is about her. A chick who's into you, everything is about you. Do you see what I'm saying? She's figuring out what she can do to keep you interested, what she can do to keep you happy. You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta find those girls. Usually girls who are into you, if you notice, what they'll do is that they're always trying to figure out what they can do to make things easier for you, or they're trying to make sure that they're not doing anything to annoy you, or they're not doing anything to get you upset. Like, you sometimes talk to these girls and they'll be like, oh I'm so sorry I did this, I didn't mean to do that, and you're like, yo, it's all good, like, whatever, it'd be cool, you know what I mean? But they're constantly apologizing, they're constantly checking in on you to see if you're okay, constantly checking in to see if you're actually like still interested, all that other shit. Those other girls on the other side of the spectrum who's like, oh, buy me a drink, oh, you ain't buying me no drink, fuck you, blah blah blah, you just keep that shit fucking moving. You feel what I'm saying? That's all you need to do.
Right.
That's all you need to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Definitely, man.
Thank you so much.
Definitely, bro. I'm out at you.
All right.
Yeah, man. I had some goofy shit like that happen one time where what did I do? I was talking to this chick at an event, and her friend was there. The chick that I talked to, I got her information, but her friend stayed behind and was just chilling with other people. So her friend stayed behind, and her friend was like, oh, you should buy me a drink. And I'm like, no, I'm not buying you a drink. I'm good. You know what I mean? So then she was like, oh, I'm going to tell my friend not to go out with you. And all this other dumb shit. Yo, what's poppin'? Who's this?
Yo, what's up, Mr. Locario? My bad, bro. I was, in the country, you got this badass chick.
Okay, I feel you. So what's popping? Let's get straight to the point. What's going on with you? So what happened?
So it's basically like I talked to a girl, and she gave me like signs to come over. I talked to her, and then when I talked to her, she rejects me. But later on, I see her around, somewhere like at the store or campus or something like that, and then she'll be following me, and she'll glance at me. And then when I look at her, when you feel people looking at you, you look over, then she look away real quick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and she be checking me out heavy when I be talking to other girls. So I'm trying to figure out, like, what's up with that?
Well, usually it's either she's playing games, you understand, or two, she's into you, but she's nervous to deal with you. You understand what I'm saying? But either way, what you need to do, and this is for any of you guys out there where you're dealing with a chick and it's like 1 minute she's on some like it seemed like she's not trying to make something happen, but at the same time she's checking you out and still doing that, because a lot of times when a girl knows you, or when not knows you, but when a girl knows you like her, she starts to like you based off of that information. You feel what I'm saying? And so at first she's probably rejecting you because of whatever reason, or sometimes it could just be her, just being goofy, or it's sort of like a reflex, like, oh no, I can't do that, whatever. But she still likes the fact that you like her, and that's making her like you more. So after the fact, she's thinking about it. Now, what you need to do is that you need to make sure that if you even want to deal with her, right? You need to step to her and let her know and say, hey, look, what's good? Let's do this thing, right? Now, if she rejects it, you understand? Then at that point you can say, listen, because the thing is, she's giving you those mixed signals. Because even if she rejects it, she might still be looking at you, still trying to play around, blah 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 blah. And now this is usually I just charge chicks like this to the game. I don't even bother. But this, what I'm telling you now, is something that I call extra credit. So if you want to do this extra credit shit, you can do this. So what you do is you tell her, hey, an extra credit means you're doing extra shit to try to fuck with the girl, right? Now, what you can do is you go up to her and say, hey, listen, I see you checking me out, and it's obvious you want me, I want you, let's make something happen. So what are you doing this weekend, right? So now if she responds in some, oh no, I'm not doing blah, 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 all that other stuff, then you say, all right, listen, you know what? Here's my number. Holla at me when you're ready to make something happen. And you just leave it at that. That's it. That's all you got to do. So
I got you.
So all you're really doing is whenever a chick is dealing, whenever a chick is on that wishy-washy shit and you still actually want to deal with her, you just let her know, hey, look, let's make something happen, because I see you on you trying to make something happen, or you on some other shit. And you got to let her, or if she's still acting funny, you just be like, here's my information. You holler at me when you're ready to make something happen. Now, if she does holler at you, you got to make sure she's actually going to make something happen. If she doesn't make something happen, then you charge it to the game, definitely. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that, at that point, she's done. You see what I mean? Because you gave her enough chances to get her act together. You see what I mean? And so,
I got you.
So you definitely got to, do that. Because the thing is, generally, when a chick is like that, I usually don't like girls who do that type of shit. I like girls who, when I say what it is, we doing what we gonna do now. Ain't no, you saying no and then you start looking at me and giggling and all that. None of that shit. You feel what I'm saying? But again, if you want to make it happen, if you want to keep it going, you just hit her up and say, let's get together one more time. If she's like on some whatever shit, give her your number and tell her, like, yo, look, holler at me when you're ready to make something happen, and you just keep pushing. Don't even, entertain her checking you out. Don't look at her. Don't call her. Nothing. Just wait for her to get at you. You see what I'm saying? And that's it.
I got you.
And that's really
so
it.
What if? Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh no. So what if you have a chick call you? Y'all just met, and you try to link up, but she was on some flaky shit. So you end up start talking to her, but she still give you those same reactions that other girls give. You know what I mean?
Like, what do you mean? So you're supposed to be seeing a girl and then she flakes on you? Is that what you said?
Yeah, like, alright, so I meet a chick, I give her my number, I tell her when to hit me up.
Right.
She actually hit me up.
Uh-huh.
And then, when I try to set something up, she bullshit and she flake. So I stop texting her. So, but,
So you say, hold on. You saying that you give the girl your number, she hits you up, and then you say, hey, let's get together on Friday or something like that, and then she's not confirming Friday. Is that what you're saying?
No, she'll confirm it, but when Friday comes up, she be bullshitting, so she be flaking and stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And
like,
she say, "Oh, I can't make it," and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Or she, text like real late or some shit.
Or she texts you real late and say, "Hey, I can't make it for tomorrow," or whatever, and all that other shit, like that.
Yeah.
So this is what you do, and I talk about this in the Bad Boy Seminar, which all of you should have. Okay, go to MrLocario.com. But anyway, if a girl flakes on you, you got to see how she flakes on you. So if she flakes on you and she gives you an alternative day, that's when you continue to deal with her. If she flakes on you and she doesn't give you an alternative day, then you charge it to the game. So for example, if she says, "Hey, I can't make it Friday, can we do Saturday night?" You understand? Then you say, "Okay, let me see my schedule. Okay, Saturday is good." Then y'all do Saturday, right? But if she flakes on you and says, "Hey, I can't make it Friday," and that's all she says, then you charge it to the game because she's not given an alternative day. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's all you need to do. Is real simple, because the thing is, you gotta understand something. If a chick is really, really, really feeling you and really trying to get with you, it ain't gonna be all that flakiness and all that. And it's understandable. Sometimes things do come up in certain situations. So usually, if she's into you, she's gonna give you an alternative day. She's gonna say, "Oh, I can't make it Friday. Can we do Saturday or can we do Sunday?" Right? But if she's just if she just texts you and says, "Oh, I'm sorry, I can't make it," and then that's it, or she doesn't call you at all, or she just doesn't show up on the date or whatever it is, you need to charge that to the game. And it's really that simple. Just stop talking to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, at that point,
I got you.
That's all it is, man.
What about to say? But should you give like some type of leeway to your game if you're talking to a chick who kind of young?
How old is she?
18.
See,
or like 19 to 18, like between those ages.
And how old are you?
I'm 24.
24. Well, that's the thing. Like, even if a girl is that young, you understand what I'm saying? And this is are you on the Bad Boy membership?
No.
You got to go on the Bad Boy membership, because I have a program called The Age Game where I talk about that, where I talk about girls who are 18 to 24, right? Usually what you need to understand about those girls is that they're in the super attention whore stage. So that means that their attention span for anything is super minimal. You understand what I'm saying? So the thing is that if you're dealing with those type of girls, right? You really is a lot of times you got to get them in the moment type of vibe. Meaning, like, if you're talking to them at a party or something, or at an event or whatever, and let's say you're hanging out, you're flirting, you got to try to get her that day. You feel what I'm saying? Or sometime that the next day or 2 days later, no longer than that week in most cases. You feel what I'm saying? Because those girls, a lot of times, since they're so young and flighty and they're all over the place, it's a lot harder to keep an appointment with them. You feel what I'm saying? Because they're just going with the wind. You understand? So if you meet them and say, "Hey, let's get together Friday," and it's Tuesday, Friday comes, she's already damn near on some whole other shit a lot of times. You feel what I'm saying?
Good.
So you got to understand that aspect of those women. But what I would say with those girls is that if this is what you got to understand too, is that those girls who are younger, right, are usually fucking with older dudes because they think that the older guy there's something more to him because he's older, he's more mature, all this other stuff, right? So by you basically going with sort of what she's doing, you're following her program, you're following her sort of nonsensical thing, which you don't want to do. See, your whole plan with a girl that young is more of an upgrade thing. So with her, you got to even be more on point and more strict with your game. You see what I'm saying? Because you want to make sure that she knows, because she's not the prize in this situation. If we're going to talk about, when they say, I'm the prize, this prize, you're more the prize in this situation, in that context, because she's looking to you as the older guy. You understand? You're the cool older guy that she could probably get with. You understand what I'm saying? And so now you have to let her know, this is how you can get with me, by doing A, B, and C. And if you don't do A, B, and C, you're not going to get with me. You understand? And so what's going to happen is either one or two things. Is you're going to get her because she actually wants you that bad in that scenario, or two, she's going to just be on her super attention whore, flighty, all over the place stuff anyway, and you're not going to get her. But usually when you don't get her like that, you weren't going to get her anyway in most cases, no matter what you was doing. You feel what I'm saying? Because also, too, you have to understand girls that young are still in the mind state of figuring shit out. And that figuring of the shit out is the thing that's going to make it harder for you to connect. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so you just got to understand that. So you got to be even more on point with that girls that young. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know.
But I got one more question, bro. Then I'm gonna hop off.
Right.
All right. So if you know what I'm saying, like, you know, if you like, how do you like? I guess you could say, you know, when you get a chick in the bedroom and you never had, you know, that much experience, like, do you tell her or do you just go at it?
Do you tell her that you don't have as much experience?
Yeah, in the bedroom.
Nah, you don't tell her none of that shit. You don't tell her, no.
You just go at it. You
just go with it. Go with it. Dude.
Because somebody was like, you just, you know, you tell her, you know, so she could be prepared. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. If anything, you know, you could make it like a joke. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like sometimes I'll be with a girl and I'll joke with her and be like, yo, you know, I'll be like, go easy on me, I'm a virgin. You know what I'm saying? Like, she know I'm bullshitting, but it's funny. You understand? But you don't want to be like on some dead serious, like, girl, just want to let you know I'm not that experienced with sex. So that's going to turn her off. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that does sound like a turn off.
Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. So so don't do it. But the thing is, just you got to just roll with it. You feel what I'm saying? Roll with the situation. And the thing is, the more practice you have having sex with women, the better you're going to get. You feel what I'm saying? Over time. You see what I mean? So, you know, don't worry about her. Don't be telling her all that other shit. Like, just let it flow, let it happen. Because a lot of times, you having that thought or that anxiety is what makes the sex not that great, or you not perform that well. You understand what I'm saying? So,
I got you.
So the thing is, just, you know, do your thing. You know, you ain't got to be no freaking sex god or anything, but you know, just have fun and enjoy the situation and do what you're going to do. And as you're, you know, progressing and doing other girls and making shit happen, you'll find your groove and you'll get better at making the shit go down. You feel what I'm saying?
I got you.
They say in the chat room, all you need is stamina and creativity. So, you know, so you'll be fine. You know what I mean?
I got you.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, definitely, man. I'll holler at you.
I appreciate it.
Peace. Woo, yeah, man. Crazy. What's going on in the chat room, people? You said buy some horny goat weed? Buy pussy in a jar for practice. He said he need to get his mouth and tongue skills right. Oh, man. Crazy. Oh, my goodness. Hilarious. Like all these freaking... Every time I do this show, I got mad people texting me, like, at this moment. I'm like... It's like they know. Jawara King, what's going on, man? So why are there so many white women online dating sites hugged up with dogs? I don't know. Maybe they love dogs, man. I don't know. Ricardo Soares, what's going on? Crazy. Oh, the number is 646-481-3901. I'm putting it right in the chat room. Yeah, man. So you got here just in time. But yeah, you know, you guys out there, man, this game is crazy, man. It's crazy. The more you you know, immerse yourself in the game, that's when you're gonna see results, man. That's all I be telling you guys. It's not rocket science. This game shit is an art, yo. You say you don't like to date white women who let their dog sleep in the bed? Oh, that's funny. Actually, I remember one time I smashed this chick. where her dog was in the bed while we were smashing. I was like, really? You said enjoying the motivation channel. Appreciate it. Yes, I need all of you guys to subscribe to my motivation channel. It's called Locario Motivation. Go into the search tab in YouTube and type in Locario Motivation and subscribe. Okay? Subscribe. So Paul, you said do you pay the Bad Boy membership every month? Yeah, whoever subscribed, they pay every month. BT Platinum 23. What's poppin'? You say any vice out here in Vegas trying to get it poppin'? I mean, same thing as almost anywhere else. You gotta just, you gotta approach them. Get your logistics on point. You know what I'm saying? Let them know where you staying at. Somebody trying to call, and this shit is acting crazy. Okay, here we go. What's poppin'? Who's this?
Oh, this your dude Sheldon in the chat room, my man.
What's going on, bruh?
Nothing much. I just want to call in about, I remember a while back you was talking to Steve the Dean the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And some dude was talking about a problem he was having making it happen with a young lady.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering, maybe it was his verbal skills or verbal seduction that he needed to work on. You have any advice on that? A girl that's on the fence, some things that can get her going.
Right. Well, see, the thing is, when a girl, see, when they talk about building attraction, that's what it means when you're dealing with a girl who's on the fence, a girl who's sort of like, she's not all the way into you, but she's somewhat into you. You feel what I mean? So the thing is that, what you got to do is you have to be able to build sexual tension. You have to have that sexual tension in the situation, and the way you do that is you have to flirt. So when you flirt with a girl, she's always going to have a reaction, you understand, to your flirting, right? And so basically, based off of that reaction is going to let you know if the flirting is getting her into you or not. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But also too, you got to also understand this about the situation is that you have to know how to interpret what she's saying and what she's doing. So sometimes the response is obvious, meaning that you're flirting with her and you see she's flirting back with you, she's smiling at you, she's being receptive to all of that stuff, you understand? So that's just the obvious thing, right? Then you have times where you're flirting and you're building that sexual tension, but she's resisting, but she's not necessarily saying no. She's not resisting in a way where she's not into it, meaning she's resisting in a playful way. So like, for example, you might be flirting with a girl. Like I remember one time I was flirting with this chick and she was basically, I'm flirting with her saying all this stuff. And then I said something like, oh, I could tell that you want me by the way that, that you're looking at me or whatever and stuff, right? So she was like, oh, what makes you think I want you? Like, what would make you think I want a guy like you? You're totally like off base and all of this other stuff, right? So she's saying that the words are coming out of her mouth, but while she's saying it, she's smiling at me and she's laughing and she's like all up on me. You understand what I'm saying? So she's saying that, but and her tone is very sarcastic. You see what I mean? So you got to know how to, differentiate when a chick is not into you and when she is into you. And that's the important part. You understand? And then so by differentiating that, and to get the girl who's on the fence to actually warm up to you is all really through the flirting and the building of the sexual tension. You see what I mean? And then the thing is, it has to be like a back and forth thing. So you flirt with her, then you wait, you see her response, and then if her response is positive in any way, or you can tell she's into you, then you keep doing it. You see what I'm saying? You turn it up a notch. If you see that she's actually resisting in a way that she's not into it, or let's say she's on the fence and then she's starting to like get lesser and lesser attracted or whatever, you sort of fall back and then you come back and see what else you can interact with or do to get her to that point where she's actually into it. So it's always a dance. It's a back and forth thing, and so it's a combination of you your verbal skills, you seeing how she's responding to that, and then by that you coming back with what you need to say and do. You see what I mean?
I agree with you on that. I was
Right.
just saying that, because a while back, the last one you had was Steve King, and I felt like that dude who was complaining about, not getting that action from the woman he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I felt he should have pushed the envelope with some verbal skills and trying to see if he could kind of, get into seduction mode.
Right.
He would go from there. I felt, you should, might want to talk to him about that, but you got to do your thing.
Right.
'Cause I felt the same on some issues myself. But, I'm 100% agreement with you on that. Because either you're going to go one way or the other. You're going to get accepted or rejected.
Right,
There's
exactly.
nothing wrong with an adverse reaction. At least they know you ain't wasting your time no more. Keep it moving.
Right, exactly. Yeah, this is because it's not rocket science. I be telling guys like, a lot of it is just the vibe, it's the energy, and a lot of stuff that is happening is stuff that's not even verbal. It's not even spoken sometimes. So this way you got to see the social cues. You got to see the body language. You got to see how she's responding to you physically, like how close she is to you. How what's her facial expressions when she's saying what she's saying. Like all these things matter, and so all those things give you the cues on whether to continue or to not continue. You feel what I mean? And so that's the thing.
Yeah, I feel like dudes should stop being afraid of getting rejected. That happens after a while. It becomes funny to me.
Right? Exactly. It is what it is. It's part of the whole thing. I'll be trying to tell them like, yo, it's part of the whole thing. Like that's the thing. You know what I mean? And it's like, understanding that is the thing, then it shouldn't be a big deal now because now it's supposed to happen. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's gonna happen regardless. So it's like being scared of that don't even make sense at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy.
Yeah, real talk. And there's one more question, because I don't want to hold you too long. I'm a pretty decent height dude. I like tall women. For some reason, man, I got a problem, like, trying to get tall women to go along with it. I'm like, look here. Ain't nobody want your 6'1", 6'2" ass with me. So what you acting all crazy for? You ain't gonna get one of these NBA dudes. When we lay down, we're gonna be the same size. So what's the problem?
Right. Exactly. Nah, so some real talk.
Me and my homeboy and a big chick on there trying to see if we can find these tall chicks that's hot.
Right.
I done ran across a few nights. It's almost like looking at Bigfoot. Like, what in the world?
But see, that's good though. You using the situation in a clever way to elicit those responses and emotions out of them. You feel what I'm saying? And
what I like to do with these tall ones also, because I know a lot of them be competitive.
Right.
I try to act like I could squat whatever they try to knock across the way. I said, you look like you used to play volleyball or whatever.
Right.
I said I could swat it at your hand. I knocked that ball at you. It's crazy, the competitive nature. So many women like that.
Right.
Get it started like that. But let me hear it from you, because I know you're probably an expert on that. You probably that knock down at least a couple 6'2" or 3.
Right, and that's the thing is really just you saying what you need to say to get to elicit certain responses, and the more clever you can be, you understand what I'm saying? Because like when you say, look, ain't nobody gonna want your tall ass except for me, it's like it's funny, and it's like and if she, and this is the thing, if she has any sort of like humor in her or whatever, she's gonna be feeling it, and this is what I always tell guys: it's good to say what you say because you get to see the reaction of the girl. You see what type of girl you're dealing with. Because if she come back at you on some bullshit or she got an attitude, you don't really want to fuck with a chick like that. You feel what I'm saying? Just in general, you're like, okay, well, you want some bullshit, I'm gonna keep it moving, right? But if she knows how to banter back and forth with you like that, then that's showing that, okay, this chick is cool. Like I could really vibe with this girl and I could take it from here to here. You feel what I'm saying? Instead of dealing with a girl who's on some bullshit. Like I remember even one time I was in a this shit was too funny. There was this tall chick, tall ass girl, and we was coming from this some event. I forgot what it was. I didn't know her. Like she was just going in the elevator. It was one of the spots where you got to get into an elevator to go down. Like that was the only way in and out or whatever. So we get into the elevator. It's me, her, my boy, and like maybe like 10 other people in the elevator. So I didn't even I just turned around and looked at her. And I was like, yo, you tall as hell, right? So she said to me, she was like, well, you're average as hell. And I was like, and everybody's like, oh. and so like, I'm like, and she said it with like this attitude, like I was dissing her. So I'm like, okay, you want some goo? And the funny part was, I wasn't even really trying to holler at her. I was just saying it because she was there. And, I was like, yo, you tall as hell. You know what I mean? As for a woman, she was like 6'5", 6'6". You know what I mean? And so her attitude, even if I was trying to talk to her, I wouldn't want to talk to her. You feel what I'm saying? Because she had this like funky ass attitude with me. You see what I mean? And so,
and that's crazy. Because
right.
like, how you thinking that? Don't they know that most dudes don't want a woman tall? You know,
right.
So what's up with it?
Right. You know what I'm saying? But that's probably why some of them will have an attitude, because they're like mad that, you know, all these dudes ain't trying to really fuck with them because they too tall. You never know. You know what I'm saying? But either way, it's good to, you know, say what you're saying, because then you can see the reactions. You understand? Off of the women, and that's the most important part. You understand?
All right.
That's what's
Well,
up,
it was
man.
good to give you a call, man. You know, I've been watching for a while, and you know,
Definitely.
commented in the chat room, so I thought I'd give you a call and see what's up, my man.
Definitely, man. I appreciate that, bro.
Much respect
All
and
right,
cow.
man. I'll let you.
All right,
All right, peace. Yeah, man. Crazy. Woo, so we got up in here. Martin79934. You said, does Mount Cunningham have a podcast or a YouTube channel? I think he has a channel, but his channel is more about photography. He has like other shit that he does too. So, but you know, when it comes to the game shit, it's all on this channel. Crazy. You said no chick you met on Tinder ever looked like her pics? Yo, let me tell you, man, a lot of these girls you see on these online dating sites, man, it'd be crazy, because some of them, you meet them in real life and you're just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what happened? It's just like, god damn, like that should be crazy. Like, chicks be looking mad good in their pictures, and you meet them in person, you're like, yo, what happened? It's not right. It's like, it's terrible. Like, that should be killing me. You said they're masters of disguise. Oh, man. Yeah, chicks be on that shit. They be on that shit. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, man. So, the calling number is 646-481-3901. Make sure you guys join the Bad Boy membership so you can listen and see the new audio/video flakiness. That's going to help all of you guys out dealing with the flaky shit. And you get to, you know, listen to all the new, you know, the audio and video tutorials on the Bad Boy membership. There's so much shit. Let me tell you guys, there's so much shit on the Bad Boy membership that if you were to listen to it right now, if you go to a Bad Boy membership right now and listen to the first program all the way to the last one we got on there for this month, it will take you literally probably 2 days. Just listen to all that shit straight. 2 days to hear everything. That's how much stuff on it. Over 48 hours of game on there. You understand? It's a lot of shit. So it's a lot of stuff on the Bad Boy membership. Trust me. You said fat girls be trying to take all face pictures. Oh, man. Yeah, that's why even, you know, the first product I got on the Bad Boy membership is called The Easy Way to Date Online for Men. So I talk about that online shit. That shit is a beast, man. When you be meeting the chicks, that's, you know, on that other shit. Why do I look so high? What the fuck? I look mad fucking high. Like, I feel, it's weird. I feel tired, but I don't know what the fuck is going on. I need to get more sleep, maybe. Crazy. Man, so what time is we got? Like 15 minutes left. We got a good 15 minutes left. So, yeah, so guys, remember that in August, you're going to start the 30-minute coaching sessions, the 30-minute game sessions. So you guys can sign up. 30 minutes, you get the free, you get the actual audio clip, because I'm gonna record it, and it's for your eyes and ears only. So it's something you can keep, and make sure that it's it's for you. Don't be posting it up all over the place and, you know, trying to sell the shit and all that other stuff. Okay. But I'm gonna get, you know, we're gonna get more into that soon. You said, what's my opinion on 50 Cent letting Vivica Fox lick her ass? Lick his ass. Hilarious. Oh, man. Shit. I don't know, man. Like, motherfuckers do what they gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers gonna do what they gonna do. You be surprised, man, the amount of shit motherfuckers be doing. You would be surprised. Crazy. Yeah, people into a lot of shit, so you don't know. You don't know. They'll do what they gotta do. Hilarious. But yeah, you know, you guys out there, when it comes to stepping up your game, man, you just gotta, you know, put your shit out there, man. You gotta just, you know, you gotta be more bold. And you gotta put yourself out there. You got to really get out more. You understand? And when we talk about, you know, being attractive to women, it's all about the vibe, bro. It's all about the vibe. Yeah, chicks will be, you know, think a guy's cute. Yeah, a chick will, you know, see a guy with a lot of money and be on some gold digging shit. But at the end of the day, what really makes a chick stick with it is the game. You gotta understand that. A lot of you guys, you're falling for gimmicks and tricks and little things to like hold on to. You understand? And so, you know, I would think that this would be good news for guys to understand that it's all about the game, because that's what every guy can practice. But guys don't want to understand it. See, what happens is a guy, he thinks that it's bullshit. He's like, oh, this game stuff is bullshit. So then he'll be like, you know what, but I'm gonna try it out. And then while he's talking to a girl, she rejects him, and he thinks, oh, it's because I didn't look good. So now he thinks that, oh, it's not the game, it's because of looks. It's like, no, it's because you weren't on point with your game. You were thinking it's all about looks while you were trying to be on your game. You understand? So this is why shit ain't working out for you, because there's a disconnect there. So you can't try to immerse yourself in game when you have the wrong mindset. You understand? It's like when they, you know, it's like when they say, people say, you know, money is the root of all evil, but you want to become rich. How you going to become rich when you think money is evil and you think that it's a bad thing to have money? You feel what I'm saying? It's not going to work out for you. You see what I mean? Because there's going to be a conflict there. You're like, I want the money, but I think it's evil getting money, or it's the root of evil. So then, therefore, you're not going to try and go get it because you're going to think there's something wrong with doing it. Same thing if you hollering at these chicks and you think it's all about, you know, looks, but you're trying to spit game, or you're trying to, you know, do that shit. It's not going to work out because there's that conflict. Because you think it's all about looks, but at the same time, you're trying to spit that game. And then so the game is lacking because you think it's just all about looks. You said, what do I mean by game? So game basically, and this is the thing. I did a video about this too before, but I'll explain it, you know, the quick way. There's game, there's having game, and then there's playing games. So it's those three things: game, having game, playing games. Game is life. So game is the life. Game is what we're living. Life is a game. You understand? Life is the game. Having game is having a skill and strategy, or a strategy to get what you want in life. You understand? And playing games is trying to manipulate and get shortcuts and do all this other extra shit to try to get what you want, or just fuck around. You understand? So when we talk about game, we're talking about life. When we talk about having game, we're talking about having a skill and strategy to get what you want in the life, in the game. See what I mean? Right? He said game is the game plan. Exactly. That's why they say, what's your game plan? You understand? What's your life plan? What's your strategy? You see what I mean? So when we talk about the dating game, what is your strategy in this game to get dates, to get women? You understand? You said, what do you do if you holler at a chick and take her home? She spend the night and wake up to gifts in your bed? What? You spend, well, you say she spend the night and you wake up to gifts in your bed. Is that what you're saying? I don't understand what you're talking about. It's crazy, but yeah, that's what game is. Game is life, man. Life is a game, and based off of how tight your game is going to dictate where you're gonna go. You say you think a lot of guys think about looks because it's a tangible thing, whereas game sounds abstract. It causes confusion. But see, that's the thing. It's interesting because looks within itself isn't really a tangible thing because it's still subjective. You see what I mean? Like I think people really don't understand that aspect of the look thing because they can get all scientific all they want, talking about it's the symmetrical face and yada 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 and all that other dumb shit. You feel what I'm saying? But what a person is attracted to as far as looks has a lot to do with their conditioning, right? Because if you grew up in a country where certain women look a certain way and the standard of beauty in that country or wherever you're from is this specific thing, they're going to like that thing. You understand? So it's not anything that's, concrete. But also, when we talk about game and it sounding abstract, it's just because people don't understand what the game is or what having game is, I should say. So this is why it sort of sounds abstract. So when you break it down to it being you having a strategy to get from point A to point B, then it makes more sense when you understand it as far as strategy. It's like if you're trying to get a job, what is your game to get that job? How do you have enough game to get this job? Do you know what you need to do to get this job? Do you have the skills in order to be a candidate that will be good for this job? Do you have a strategy to get it? Are you gonna go up to the interview, the job interview in your pajamas, or are you gonna wear a suit? You feel what I'm saying? The person who's wearing the suit has game, has tight game. The person wearing the pajamas has weak game because the person wearing the pajamas doesn't understand that you're most likely going to be looked at as a moron going into there with your pajamas on. You understand? But that's a good question, Femdi. That's a good ass question because, when you talk about, it being abstract, and this is the part that fucks up a lot of guys, is that guys are looking for a specific roadmap to the success. Meaning, a person teaching you game can only go so far in teaching you. You understand? So what that means is that, for example, I can, and I did a video about this today I'm about to post up. I can teach you how to do the indirect way of approaching a woman. Right? Meaning you take something in a situation to start the conversation. So that's the principle of it. Take something in a situation to start the conversation. But if you ask me, hey, what do I say exactly? I can't tell you because I'm not in that situation. You see what I mean? So I only can take you so far. You have to be in a situation to know what to pick out to do that situation. You see what I mean? And so I can give you an example of a situation, but until you're in that situation, it's all literally going to be based off the situation. Casey McClure, you said, is 2 minutes enough to really close on getting a phone number? Yeah, you can get a phone number in freaking 15 seconds, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't think that there's a time limit on a lot of this shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you could, I've talked to women, got the information in 30 seconds, and then ended up fucking with them. So he said strategy is more accurate term. But yeah, the strategy is basically, you know, having the game. It's the same. It's all the same thing. It's all the same thing. He said the chick went to bed. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. Y'all are crazy. You said game is basically the know-how. Yeah, it's just knowing what to do. You know, what to, because you know, sometimes you'll say game interchangeably with having game. You understand? But when we're talking about what is the game, you're talking about game is the life. But if we're talking about what is game, we're talking about the strategy. You see what I mean? And so that's what it is. But yo, I think we are out of time, man. I gotta run and do some shit. But listen, before I go, make sure you guys, boom, get this book, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. Make sure you check this out. Click the link below. Also, make sure you guys join the Bad Boy membership and become a member. Also, make sure you look out for the Mr. Locario 30-minute game sessions. That's going to be happening soon in August. We are going to get this popping. I want to thank all of you guys for hanging out with me and getting it going. Who we had up in here? We have Paul, Casey, Darrell, Martin, Femdi. Who else we got in here? Sheldon, Kenwood, Gerara, King, Dude What 2 and 2, Female Pimp, Ricardo Soares, BT Platinum 23, Chris Martinez, Fabulous Fly, Ralph Severe. Who else? A lot of fucking people. I like to shout out Easy 00. Who else? Excalibur, TJCIV4, Jesse, Savage the Savage, Albert Michelson, Mac Anthony, Peace Lord 06, all you people up in here, I appreciate it. And I'm about to head up out of here, and I will see you guys next week, same time, same place. All right, I'm out of here. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.